Astronauts. Looks like they want to go for this outside smoke wall.
It's a good decision, right? You want to avoid the pistols or the SMGs that you think might come into the purchases.
Yeah, given how slow they are to do this, they should be checking out Fur's position. And given that the fact that smoke is now severed or fallen, it should be an easy fight. Oh! Okay, just straight through the smoke onto the head. I plan what I want to do for the day.
Okay.
And I read a little bit.
All right.
And if I do those three things, I can then open my phone.
All right. What are you reading?
Some history books right now, actually, at the moment. I'm reading the biography of Winston Churchill. It currently has 1,500 pages, so
okay.
It's quite a
so I'm
deep
sure
book.
you're already 35 seconds time
Yeah.
of the essence, and down the vent into Fallen. Viz, what is that?
That is so frustrating for Fallen. Now back to the 2v2, but fnatic swings out from heaven. Kill onto DJ. Now Viz charging towards the bomb. They know they have to come into the peak, and Fur will get it done with the itchy. A massive round from Fur. The spin around on Ben Lee is really the death sentence of the round there.
Yeah, I feel like Ben has to get that kill right. So Fur's done a great job. Sure, they sell Vinny down the river, but it is Fur and fnatic. Between the two of them, 23 ease. Well, there's going to be so many more games. fnatic tested early. Viz out, hopping about. Rotation coming in, but Jonji towards lower. He spotted out fnatic. He's got him covered over towards the window side.
They're trying to split upon the site. fnatic is going to be under so
First
much pressure and
Jonji.
still gets away with a pick. Pwn alone trades it out almost immediately.
Okay, well, risky business as Ben, the in-game leader of this ship, looking to go lead towards ramp. He's got one on the docket.
He's also cutting off rotations. So the extra player playing from hell right now can't get down to that lower side to help out the teammates, and Ben Lee will stop Fallen from getting any further.
Triple swing.
DJ to the headshot, Vinny down, and now two players left for Imperial. They've slipped away into the site, but really getting this one done seems almost impossible with Party Astronauts having players all over the shop. Fizz to the headshot and Fur, and now Bolts on the way out the door gets taken out by DJ. Party Astronauts have the pistol.
Yeah, and here's one of the things, right? We've seen Party Astronauts play against bigger names within the Counter-Strike calendar just over there in Pro League, right? Look, this is not the place to be. Bolts, get that molly out of your hands.
Well, the molly is perfect, but the smoke has to be used up. Fur now going swinging into the open. The Galil rattling away. Is DJ down, but Vinny also fell, so now still even across this board. Starting to get a little worrying here for Party Astronauts. They start to slow it down again.
Okay, well, Bolts is towards that lower side of things. Fur now trying to lock down the upper bomb site. Still roughly 50 seconds left on the clock, so plenty of time to work. Has Fallen. Peers on in through squeaky door, looking for a late little lobby lurk. On the jiggles. That will be Ben, cautious as ever. Has caught a bit of a timing here. Fallen, rude shock. Oh. Tag's good, but frag better.
And now first chance, he's relocated himself to the top hut. He at least gets away with one, but Ben Leet immediately takes him out of the round. It's that rifle that needed to be worked. It's Bolts into the clutch with a 1v2. He comes up the vent ladder. He's been spotted, now turns it into a chance and nearly gets them lined up, but he won't go down.
Yeah, you could see that happening there.
Fallen goes towards door, into the wide he goes, and Bolts now, he's actually dropped back towards the back of Mushroom, as Jack calls it, and a couple of kills found for Bolts.
Yeah, look, some odd names for the different boxes on this map. Once upon a time, I don't even know what the common call would be. The single box in the site.
Back box.
Well, fnatic, he's been good in the clutch. He's going to have to be great now.
1 versus 2 to deal with the different levels of elevation, but he has found DJ just swinging out alone. Heaven player now left. Viz, he doesn't know where he is here, fnatic. And Viz can bide his time. The pressure, it's on fnatic to try and figure out the Heaven player. He has limited the position at least towards hut, but fnatic is starting to run out of time. He needs to get towards it, has to realize where it's planted. Now confirmed into the fight. Viz confirms that he's not sticking it, and fnatic dropping back. Not enough time now. Has to try and run away, and Viz looks to hunt him down towards the end. fnatic will get away with his life, and just about will carry that over. 5 in a row for Party Astronauts.
Beautiful stuff here. Very good control. Now this position from Pwn alone. The swag 7 is perfect here, Dinko.
It's the perfect position to get the headshot. Nails it right onto Fur. Now looking for the follow-up and close to it, but Bolts is quick in the headshot. He's down to 29. He is softened up, and this puts Party Astronauts in a position where they can certainly pull this off.
There's going to be some AKs to pick on up here if they get these last 2 kills. Look how low Bolts is. It's down to Fallen to try and give them an avenue back on in. This is not an easy round to win. It's a big round to lose.
Fallen is letting Bolts make the maneuver. Letting Bolts try and figure out, can he find this pick towards Warehouse? Is it safe to cross out? And Jonji has got the angle to try and spot Bolts as he crosses on over. Bolts isn't going to check it. It's a free kill. Jonji, he's right in front of him. Finally recovers the deagle. And now 1 versus 3. The nerves of Jonji, I'm sure, flying. but confirms the kill, and now Fallen has to clutch this one. Goes into the back. Down 2 players here. Flashing towards Hell, sets up benleet's peak. Doesn't see anybody.
The biggest issue right now is Fallen down towards B. Fur is going to be disconnected from this. You can see him trying to tuck it in towards CT spawn to cover off Hell and Heaven. Trying to support the top hold right now of Vinny and boltz. But it all comes down to Fallen here. 1 is fine. It means the team can retake it a 3-on-1 scenario here. But if he goes down and they start to fortify this bomb site, real issues.
So Fallen's going to hold from the control room instead as they swing. Pwn along to the headshot. Now there certainly is a chance. Bomb looking to go down. It's on the other side of the site. Vinny's position confirmed towards Decon. He'll send the flash through, but the bomb has been confirmed down, and 2 players still stay up. benleet playing from the bottom of the site. His teammate posted up on top of the rafters, but benleet will lose his fight. Now it's the op in a difficult position to get multi-kills from, but he can isolate them. They're looking the wrong way. Now it's 1 versus 2, and boltz to the headshot. Got the in terms of trying to get back in, and fnatic drops on down, and he'll take benleet's life. Now the AK picked up, rattling shots into the chest, but it's the wraparound from Jonji.
Viz needs to live. Jonji on this flank right here is doing so much work for the team. Fallen. He's prepared for this.
Oh, he's ready.
He's ready. My God.
He's going to check it. Oh, okay. Scopes in, takes down Jonji, and now Viz versus Fallen in the 1v1. Tap has drawn him into the open, but Viz will confirm with a jump peek and draws Fallen into the fight. Viz with a headshot. 6 rounds to Party Astronauts.
Huge round to win right there. I cannot believe that Fallen accounted for that flank. Something, right? Fur can buy Fallen close.
The wheels.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, they're very lucky, aren't they, to hold on to this. So it's okay, right? They can get something threatening through, and Fallen even into an AWP here. So
it's not a bad buy. It's not great, but
it's one of the best options I think they have here at the 14-7.
So how many smokes we got? 1 right now, or 3? Okay.
Yeah, look, the screen's a bit far away. They're going to buy him through late. Fallen's actually dropped 1 across.
I just look at the roll back those years to some of the victories he's had prior at majors. Would love to go back again. Pwn alone, I love it. I love the position up on red. Spots out Fallen towards CT spawn and is able to remove him from the round. So Party Astronauts now up into the 4 versus 3. Not too many qualms about how this one is going. For the time being, at least. They're going down secret with 3. They even have a player up on that top side that can cut off rotations. And it should be relatively easy to close this one out for Party Astronauts, unless fnatic goes huge, and he won't.
Okay, well that was the really only last chance in all of that. DJ mopping up the mess in towards lobby. Does take down boltz on the push. It is just Vinny, but he should look to hold on to this silent stem 4. They need to carry something through into the next round of play, and if it wasn't bad for Imperial before, it's starting to feel bad now. 7-1 issues. They tried the force buy. They couldn't stick the landing, even with that shot of Fallen through the smoke. And you knew that they were going to hard clear Fur, because we've already seen them go for those type of clears on earlier rounds. fnatic is hearing this.
Fur has got the HE lined up.
Heading the wrong side.
He's going to go down. It's going to be an underhanded. And it's going to remove DJ. Now it's just benleet. And he's committing to the plant, but that molly's going to keep him alive for just the time being. And plant will be confirmed, but not the round. Imperial will get it back.
Great stuff from Fur. And really good understanding from Fur there as well, because one of the key points there was that Molotov was towards Heaven. I think he was going around to throw the one way, but as soon as he got the nade kill and fnatic was scaling fast, he just extinguishes the Molotov so we can push on through and take that fight with fnatic. So really good stuff from the 2 of them there. That was fnatic with a double. Take him out here. There's nothing else to play for. The kill. Does he want to knife him? I think he wants to knife him. He wants to knife him.
Don't you dare. He's going to go for it. He's done it. Fur gets knifed by Jonji.
I can't believe that.
He does it in this game. This time.
And in this moment as well. Well, okay. It's alleviated a truckload of pressure here, and Jonji's that type of cheeky player. Deep smoke. If they push through, Ben set up for success. This perched position with an MP9.
It doesn't kill immediately. Oh, God. There's just so many ways that could have gone wrong. But Pwn alone going to be holding Squeaky. Smoke goes down to man. DJ, he has to focus on the door play. Out, and he will recover for just a single kill. It's been cleared out. Pwn alone burns away 1. Bomb now being planted towards the back of the site. And Jonji, he can stop it. He will. 13 seconds left. Jonji goes to close, and he's done it. 15 rounds now for Party Astronauts. And a little dance because he knows what he's just done.
Yeah, cheeky round from him. So he's having some fun with it. Top site. So they're going to need to trade efficiently. We've seen them do it before. They need to do it again.
boltz is playing pretty close to this cylinder and actually pulls out his utility. He's going to be under a bit of pressure. Luckily gets the gun out in time, but it has been traded out by Pwn alone. Vinny commits to the spray, and Fallen's being dinked up. He's down to 39. Vinny finds another one on the MP9. He's having a good round. And that main smoke with a big gap on the right side allows him to keep on peeking. Benlead actually crosses back to safety at CT vent, but Vinny has crossed and tracked him into that position. No kill yet for Vinny. Benlead can now move back with that flash. He can reposition if he desires, but wants to stick around. He's taking a bit more of an advanced angle, but again, this Heaven play could come in. Benlead with the headshot. Now his teammate of Ponolo needs to focus on the Heaven extension. Again, damage has been done on towards Fallen. He's down to 38 HP. So susceptible to going down very quickly. And now it is Fallen that will fall. Astronauts once again stopping Imperial from putting 2 rounds together.
Jonji getting fired up about that. Together, Viz is going to contribute. He's now taking himself out of the site. Now with the utility remains, it is a Molotov and a smoke. A door's smoke would be perfect here. It means that Viz will only be able to contest from window, but he's actually just pushed back in. Remember, DJ's close too. The molly towards backup plat is the biggest drama he has to worry about here.
Viz is just waiting for the time to peek up. His head will go over the top. DJ's just holding down the fort. He's bought enough time for the rotation back from Jonji. He's going to go into the mine camps. He's gone quickly towards the door. Vinny forced off the plant. And Vinny into the fight. 15 seconds left. Jonji should play with him, and he's gone in for the headshot. At Party Astronauts have the pistol, and it's done in style from DJ in the hold.
I can't believe he survived. He had no ammo left. He looks at the ground. He gets to live, and he gets a second. What a play right there from DJ. Check it out. No ammo.
Tucks his timing. They realize now, get the flashes out. We have to run through the smoke. And there goes the incendiary down. So if they run out, they have to go into the fire. It is an absolute mess here for Imperial. And it's even worse now. Their blood decorates the floor. And it's all being shut down with a scout of Ponalone. And on the way out, Fallen hits the deck to the P250. It is Vinny with the AK as they now swarm him from the lower tunnels.
He's going to die after time.
He's going to die after the time. It's a nightmare. $350 left. This is a terrible start for Imperial. But the advantage already collected for Party Astronauts.
These rounds, there's so much in this for the Party Astronauts. And I know that this is still so early in map number 2. But every single one that they convert right here gets them closer to that 16 mark, gets them closer to that major position. And it feels real good to qualify for a major. Peppering through the smoke, hoping to find somebody. Long control has been granted. They have 2 smokes for the cross.
He's had a real slow game bouncing around like this. He can be let loose to have a bit more space to play with, and he will find one in the lower tunnel. It will be a kill onto Fallen. He's chunked out of that. fnatic going back to pick up the AWP. Just tap it away. Lovely shot from Viz.
Yeah, a bit of skill on display in a round like this. That's what happens when you light purchase into the Deagles here. But 3 still to find in the timing right now for Ben. He's under the line of sight. Vinny not looking, and there was a chance. Does recover the shot to the body, and Viz, hello!
Now they're both low, Chad, as well. Viz
flushing them back towards B, and once again they're in this 2-man setup tight towards the site. The doors are being covered off by DJ. Pone alone in the back with the scout, and it's such fantastic use of the utility. That's landed at about 35 seconds. They're going to have to go with 15 seconds left on the clock.
On Pone alone.
He still has a Molotov as well.
Yeah,
another smoke.
Toss it down.
Denied.
Smoke comes in. 20 seconds. Imperial are going to run out of time, and they realize now, get the flashes out. We have to run through this smoke. And there goes the incendiary down. So if they run out, they have to go into the fire. It is an absolute mess here for Imperial. And it's even worse now. Their blood decorates the floor. And it's all being shut down with a scout of Ponalone. And on the way out, Fallen hits the deck to the P250. It is Vinny with the AK as they now swarm him from the lower tunnels.
He's going to die after time.
He's going to die after the time. It's a nightmare. $350 left. This is a terrible start for Imperial, their map pick. 1 map down already, and the worst start possible.
Jonji's fired up, and for a reason. What? As Jonji positions himself towards Goose, he's tucked in time. He spots one, steps out, spams, and goes down.
A little bit of an overcommitment there for Jonji. Pone alone now has to hold it back, and the side potential opening here. And these are the kind of mistakes.
Not like this.
They can let Imperial back into this.
Fur's going to have one here on the flank too. Look at DJ. No idea. No idea. Not accounting for it at all.
Well, Benlead looks to try and recover this mess. Oh! Okay, bolts. Lightning bolt to the head of Benlead.
What a rubbish round to lose after a perfect in the previous. Now they have to save. They do find Fur. It is a 3-on-2. Maybe they want to go for this.
Yeah, they have a lot of time here, Chad. And Vinny's up towards short. He could go down very quickly with his fast play. This is going to be right in towards him, but so smart to go for the proactive push before the flash comes in and puts it all down to DJ.
This will be some clutch.
Yeah, he's got the molly.
Time's a problem here. I don't know if he can go for this.
Yeah, it is a big problem now. And fall into the headshot. Well, it was a nightmare start for Imperial. Luckily, a little bit of a dream. The end of the tunnel. Perhaps the light at the end of the tunnel here as DJ swings into the open.
Just dinked him.
Then he is the walking wounded. Viz will take up position at the back of the site. The smoke keeping him alive, preserving him on life support for the time being, but eventually they'll have to shut it off, and Viz swings into the wide, and Vinny, well, he's ready. A second headshot collected, and yeah, these pistols, couple of damage pieces here and there, but mainly being recovered here for Imperial.
Yeah, a couple of moments there, wasn't there? Another head spotted. Fur going to tickle on down onto Jonji. Nice shot from Fur, and they're going to deal with this force by no dramas as you like. Just fnatic to spot out the final. A couple of speculative shots on through to punch him down to 92, but here comes the flank. The coffin will be long for Pone alone. We'll have to fight his way forward.
I like how he's softening him up with a pistol and each peek out and getting closer and closer, so the Mag 7 becomes a bit more potent, but that flank is coming. And the spam is trying to distract, and yeah, he's going to be pulled. His attention looks the wrong way. Fur comes in. Well played from Imperial. Loses it, and now Vinny's missed shot. They know exactly where that AWP is playing from.
They're tucked into pit. They mollied him out. They want him to fight, and he does. Pone will get the kill. Vinny down. Just bolts. The last man standing. Does he want to give this one a go? Yeah, well, the money's gone if they lose this round, of course. So Bolts, he's into the mix. He's got the rifle in hand. A player that certainly is capable of winning clutches of this magnitude. But Astronauts are not going to let slip. They're not going to make the mistakes. They're not going to overextend. They're so disciplined. Still waiting towards long. They know they just have under. A couple of rounds have been lost to the pistols so far. The way it would close would be almost a dark, poetic finish. So Astronauts want to make sure that they just take their time. Burned nearly a minute now on this clock. Yeah, the mid to B call would be one of the hardest to deal with, right? I know it's mainly USPs in the play here. We will see the hinge smoke come on through, so it does normally tell a story of short control.
Back. He will go down, and now Pone alone. A clutch alone. Perhaps antagonized by desperation. He might pull off this clutch. Oh! It's nearly the flick up to the right side, but Bolt's headshot will land right between the eyes, and map 3 will be needed to see which team is heading to the major.
Oh, it got close there, didn't it? The bomb getting dropped on the cross. So much damage done. The clock coming back to haunt them, but great stuff from Imperial. Held their nerve, were able to convert that one on their map choice. It was a close game. They don't look happy. They're content with it. I don't know if I said that correctly. It's a June reference.
Oh, okay. I haven't actually got to see June yet.
Oh, that's all right. You're not listening a lot. Now, that's another tag for, sorry, on the cross. Vinny's copped that one. And, well, fnatic fighting from the pit has taken out DJ. Jonji needs the trade, and he cannot get it. Fallen, the Guardian Angel.
Yeah, it's rough now. Party Astronauts, that was after a tactical timeout. An idea out of spawn. It's slowed. It's dealt with. Imperial now pushing forward. Looking like they're in pole position to take 13 rounds. This best of 3 seems destined to finish.
With 40 seconds left on the clock. Best of luck here.
I'm going to send the utility out. The cat take, the flashes. And the development of the round continues. As they drop down into a CT, fnatic is ready. Snaps the head off Ben Lee. Now the element of surprise is gone. The maneuver is to try and go through mid to B, but you don't have a smoke for the cross, and that's it. Downfall and closes, knocks him out of the round, 15 to 8 on the board. And now looking very good for Imperial to close out map 2.
Yeah, I think we can safely say this one is done.
Incredible at shutting down rounds, and they look to do it again. This would be for the map. This would be to send us to 3. Furs trying to do some damage on the cross. Bomb now down, fallen with the initial pick, and it's all crumbling at the wayside here for Party Astronauts. Just Pone alone, diving in with 9 seconds.
Push.
Teammate beside him.
Got a plan, they got a plan.
They have to plant right now, and they will have the time. Suddenly a chance now, thrusted out of nowhere. Pone alone placing Goose. DJ committed to the site in front of him.
There's a late long flank.
Pone alone is aware. You can see just tentatively approaching it. Now DJ goes proactive into the short fight, wanting to draw the kill back. He will go down, and now Pone alone. A clutch alone, perhaps antagonized by desperation. He might pull off this clutch. Oh! It's nearly the flick up to the right side, but Bolt's headshot will land right between the eyes, and map 3 will be needed to see which team is heading to the major.
Oh, it got close there, didn't it? The bomb getting dropped on the cross. So much damage. Shows face. Or at least sound with the spam through the long side smoke. Bolts on his lonesome here. A flash and a push is on Bolts. Spotted. Smoke would be good now. He's holding on to it maybe too long. They're going to keep coming.
Yeah, Bolts gets away. It's not the most fearsome peak of Glocks going around the corner first.
But look at the rotation as well. 2 players back on over, Fur and Fallen helping out boltz with this one. Double flash and go. Swing, so prepared for that little cheeky move, aren't they? There's an opener.
They actually only flashed FNX in the end. Fallen flashed off his angle. Vinny in pit. Inferno can often be a talking point. When you look at this guy on this map, he's taking down DJ. Vinny's now trying to hold the side because his teammate's gone down without a single kill. It's done. You have to save this one.
Great stuff, and I say big miss for Fallen there. He gets that kill, retake's probably on to become a bit more of a manageable situation towards the site. It's going to be a difficult round right now for Party Astronauts.
They have to be methodical. They have to consider every position. I love the tuck of the head from Fur, and that allows him to come up with the element of surprise.
Bomb's
Even if they check towards it, they would not see him, and the bomb is now down in the smoke. 15 seconds left. Chaos could still ensue as the lineup nearly there for Fur. Bomb will go down. Resmoke not going to land in its position because it bounced inside of the fountain. With FNX going down.
Esque maneuver, aggressive, flashed, and the shot hit. Fur's down.
Yeah, Pwn alone with a lightning fast start, but boltz is hunting down the AWP. He will find him in the corner behind the logs, and Vinny through the smoke. Oh, what a disaster. This is the worst start possible for Party Astronauts to lose their advantage and lose the 2 picks like that.
Look at all the util that's being used here from an Imperial in the early gates just to make sure that there's no push. They only got to smoke a couple flashes left on over. If Astronauts can react quite quickly or even regroup and execute, they can get a 2. SK had to do the same with Fur.
Yeah.
Right? A very aggressive player. Well, Vinny... Oh, it's actually going to be Fallen this time. There's a flash. Perfect work and the double swing. So prepared for that little cheeky move, aren't they? There's an opener.
They actually only flashed FNX in the end. Fallen flashed off his angle. Vinny in pit. Inferno can often be a talking point. When you look at this guy on this map, he's taking down DJ. Vinny's now trying to hold the side because his teammate's gone down without a single kill. It's done. You have to save this one.
Great stuff, and I say big miss for Fallen there. He gets that kill, retake's probably on to become a bit more of a manageable situation. But the fact that they are unable to goes off, they both swing from either side of the stairs. So ready for that type of info play. Lulled on in and drawn into that one was FNX. So unfortunate for him, but score does read 4-1 in a moment's time. The Astronauts will get on the board here. Now I think that this game in the first half is definitely going to be a bit more save heavy, right? We've already seen Jonji save the AK in a couple of rounds. We're now seeing Imperial save their rifles. But once we get onto the second half, if this game is closely contested, if it's a back and forth affair, the retakes will eventually have to come on in, right? Unless Imperial are just able to... sorry, no, it's going to be Party Astronauts
alongside him. He's got multiple players over on this side of the map, and that makes it very difficult for Party Astronauts to crack open a hole.
Jonji's going to see the back. Oh, not anymore.
Not anymore, but right now you still got to deal with the pit, and they're eventually going to have to try and force their way onto the site, dealing with this crossfire between them in the site. FNX strikes into action and topples 3 heads.
Beautiful stuff right there, and I love the detail of that one there from Imperial. They knew that they did with light on util. They knew that they had to take a fight, and they did. They crawled out mid together, and they traded efficiently. Beautiful stuff. In lieu of the util, take the fight, get the room. First down.
Yeah, Pwn alone with a lightning fast start, but boltz is hunting down the AWP. He will find him in the corner behind the logs, and Vinny through the smoke. Oh, what a disaster. This is the worst start possible for Party Astronauts to lose their advantage and lose the 2 picks like that.
Look at all the util that's being used here from an Imperial in the early gates just to make sure that there's no push. They only got to smoke a couple flashes left on over. If Astronauts can react quite quickly or even regroup and execute, they can get a 2v3 fight on either side of the map. Sure, they lost out in that exchange in Banana. They've just thrown some util towards A as a bit of a fake here. So they've used a lot. They need to get up Banana and quite quick smart here. Ben leading the charge, calling the troops. If they go on this, it's 2v3 on B.
It looks like they're going for it. It looks like they're committing to it. The strength in numbers here for the T side. But Vinny, usually so good, so intelligent how he plays the coffins. He's just looking for that one pick, and he's got it. Now they don't check boltz. The initial kill strong. The setup is good. And the wide swing out from boltz, forced into the shoulders. He's got a headshot up against the Professor.
Oh, the nade missed.
Fallen on the other side. The nade does not connect. And Viz waiting. Shot goes out, drawing the time. Fallen gets it, gets back to the defuse. He's going to hold it through.
I can't believe it again. They almost get away with this B site take, right? They did it earlier. I said it wasn't sustainable. They almost make it work here, and a great little retake there coming on in from Imperial.
But they need rounds now, Chad. It's not good enough. Just come close so many times. Vinny looking for one towards Arches. Don't want to give this guy too many chances. It is his map for a reason. No one looks, and Viz turns. Oh, crazy pistol, but Viz with the
if the astronauts can grab that recipe for success, if they can mirror that recipe for success, they can find themselves in a fantastic position regarding a potential comeback. Nade softens them up. Gun now out. Ben drops a safe incendiary there to just hold them at bay. And Jonji's going to make a field day of this. 2 for him, 2 for Ben. The MP9s get all 5 kills in the round. They need to operate as cleanly now with these MP9s as what
Trying to drop
he has
away.
to push.
And Pone is chasing after them, trying to stop them from getting together, but the bomb is on the back of boltz, and it's bolting its way back up middle. It gets around the corner. Pone alone is chasing, but boltz gets into the apartments. It's a hot chase right now, and Pone alone is still tracking him, but just running away with 20 seconds. boltz gets out, gets to safety, gets to the site, and the bomb will go down.
And they know where Pone alone is. The sound cues have been heard. They've been noted. fnatic is in his favorite spot over towards pit. Viz, he has a HE. It could be perfect. He banks that one off the back wall. fnatic is dead, and it's a 1-on-2.
He has to use it. He has to put it in that position. It's being lined up. Good night, fnatic, and hello, boltz. A 1v2 needed. The clutch for 2. He's found one already. A single player left, and oh, finally, it's a round for the party astronauts. Fizz to the headshot. boltz goes down, and the defuse being stuck.
Wow, what a way back in right there. Pone alone. What an insane sequence in Banana. The chase through this.
Yeah, they haven't really shown any sign of going, but
Pick
now
up the
they
smokes.
do. And here comes that execute, but astronauts have rotated extra players over here. They bolted the defense. It should be their round against the weaker weapons. DJ and Pone alone have taken the initial kills. Bentley's run out of ammo, but swings with the USP will get taken out by the Tech 9 of fnatic, but they get the information of Jonji's played down Banana, and they're able to make the rotation in time.
If you're a North American Counter-Strike fan, they're a sigh of relief. Because
Yes.
if that came in earlier, it would not have been as many numbers near the site to defend. Now, I mentioned that Fur fully invested in that round. Well, now he is actually, I think, getting dropped across a gun. So fnatic is going to take a Tech 9 down through the smoke with a FAMAS. Banana util now. Pone slightly blind. They're coming his direction quite quickly here, 30 seconds.
It is very quick towards this B side. Pone
through
alone
this,
has
mate.
to be
They're going
tested.
through it.
They go through the smoke that flashed. Pone alone from the back of the side. It is just a single kill, but a gap in the smoke has set up Jonji for the pick. And Fur now goes down, and the numbers still favor party astronauts thanks to the singular pill.
This has a flash.
Inside of the side, and they go through. fnatic holds on, goes back in. A second collected for fnatic. That bomb is down, and now it's all on Fallen. Galil in hand, 14 rounds. Lumen, if he can pull off the clutch, and he won't. Party astronauts get back into the B site, and they're barreling towards the 9th round.
Okay, well, recovery in a big way. Pone getting 1 kill on the way in there was great. It was really suppressing utility. I thought the trade was fantastic, but imagine they understand how easy this might be just to crack open the bomb site. Wait, are they considering A? 44 seconds. More utility lob towards long.
Ben lead. You want him to catch a good timing here. You don't want him to be out of position. Utility flash. He's in the open. They've seen him.
He's dead.
Vinny's hunting him down, and Ben lead out.
Surely this is it. He's got 23 HP.
Jonji at the back of the site. Smoked off. boltz held behind it. Flash coming over the top. They're just going to send it. They're going to go. No smoke for CT, and Pone alone will happily collect it with the AWP.
How do you get past this now?
You have to walk past an AWP. Eventually they'll smoke it. And shot from Fur. Jonji down elsewhere. And now Ben lead at the back of the side. Has got a lot of pressure, but fnatic has cracked his skull wide open. In mid, there is a duel. DJ best Fur. And it's down to 2 here for Imperial.
DJ and Pone alone are so low. There's a real opportunity here. Fallen and fnatic can win this. It's really going to be on Viz on the highest HP. There's kits in play.
From the back of dark, fnatic will take up position. Fallen more elevated, looking towards the coffins for the swing. They know where Fallen likely plays this from, but fnatic is covering off his CT push forward, and now Fallen's turn, but he has not passed the test. fnatic at the back of the site needs them to line up, and oh, it will be Viz to close it. Team kill in the midst, but to the defuse he will go, and party after.